The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Missouri State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move it.
And the pass pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Took a shot as he threw.
And he's have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Inside the 35. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Marshall! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Heaves it on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He wants to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Marshall quick to the line. On the run, it's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm in pass rushing. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Got it in the middle. It's short. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Marshall trying to move the sticks on 4th down. Here comes the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now on the option. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fullback's got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll go to the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The option look. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. Quick toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Sends it back in motion. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. That's how they got that thing back. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The RPO, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave.
Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Goes to the option. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. Will not get... They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Marshall quick to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged on the outside. It's Hawkins. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sideline, it's Hawkins. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Hall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's short. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with 0 hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give out of the gun. Spins away from the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bears in the hurry up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch, man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Here comes the option. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's complete to the left. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short. Marshall, in the shadow of its own goalpost, will try to get some operating room on 1st down. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive guys.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. The give to the big fullback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Marshall quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The option look. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Running with the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. He's looking to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Big fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Herd! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018.
Here's the handoff.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Bears send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the passes.
Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Marshall quick to the line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll run the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got some room to run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Good timing on the quick out.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple of possessions.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.